Let's go to Moscow now and speak to our correspondent Thomas Lowe. Thomas, what more can you tell us?
Well, let's start with where he made this announcement, because that really says something about his campaign. Now, as you said, it certainly wasn't a surprise. People were expecting this announcement for a long time. The only surprise, perhaps, is that it's come so late. When he did make it, just half an hour or so ago, it was at a car factory in Nizhny Novgorod, which is about 4 hours by train to the east of Moscow. He was on stage with a whole group of workers around him, speaking to a very large crowd, and he said, "This is the very best place to announce my candidacy. I hope I have your support." And there's absolutely no doubt that in that area, in that factory, he would have, you could expect, a large amount of support. And that's because the heartland of Vladimir Putin's support is industry. It's in the regions. It's in the working class, people who appreciate stability, who appreciate a strong Russia, a Russia that can make itself, sort of beef itself up on the world stage. If you think about the annexation of Crimea, the taking of Crimea in 2015, or you think about how Vladimir Putin has positioned himself on the world stage with Syria, put himself right into the middle of the conflict there, and is right in the middle now of the negotiating table, trying to sort out a peace deal. Now, those are the people that Vladimir Putin is really appealing to. Of course, there's lots of other contenders. A lot of them, though, are very old faces. They've been around for 20 years, whether it's with the Nationalist Party, the Communist Party, the small L liberal left-leaning party. They're hardly inspiring any real interest in these elections, and that's really the one single thing that Vladimir Putin is fighting against here in his bid to be re-elected, which is very likely, as you said, to be successful, and that's just that people aren't particularly interested. He's been in power in one way or another, either as Prime Minister or President, since 1999. So part of this campaign in the 3.5 months to come is really just to get people to the polls.
Thank you, Thomas. Thomas Lowe in Moscow.